Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. So today I'm going digging in my death pile. I've had 2 weekends in a row where I really didn't do too much sourcing, and that's really got me motivated to dig into the stuff that I've already bought but never got around to listing. And a week from today, we're actually leaving to go on a somewhat vacation. My boyfriend has a big bowling tournament in Northern Virginia, and we're going to be gone almost a week. So I want to start tackling this massive pile over here and getting pictures done so I have stuff to work on and list when we're out of town. Well, at least make drafts. I'm not going to list them because I'm probably going to have my store on vacation mode. But before we do any of that, I've got to pull today's orders. Our first item that sold is actually the type of item I wish didn't sell in July, but it is what it is, so we're going to do our best to get it to the person safely. It is a new old stock box of Cake Mate birthday candles. There's 36 pink candles in this box, and when I say new old stock, I mean it. They're from 1984, so essentially from my first birthday. Let's hope if they survived over 40 years in someone's kitchen cabinet, they can survive the postal system in July. I paid $0.25 for these at an estate sale. They sold for $7.95. Now, an item I would expect to sell in the summer did sell. I've actually had these for quite some time. They've been listed for a while. I think because they're in the package, they're a little bit harder to sell because you can't see them, but they're more appealing because they're new in the package. And here they come. This is a lot of 3 different McDonald's branded Happy Meal toy type beach balls. They are from 1987 and 1989. I remember having these as a little girl and playing with them in our pool. I paid 50 cents for the 3, and you can see them a little bit better there. They sold for $8.26. Now an oldie but goodie, and I swear I've got to be getting close to running out of these. But somehow it's like they're having little Tupperware citrus peeler babies inside that tub back there because they just keep on selling. We sold another yellow citrus peeler, paid $0.05 at a highway sale for it. It sold for $4.95. Gotta love those multiple quantity listings. They're really nice. Now, we finally sold our second figure from all those Sesame Street Filibust figures that we picked up. And this time, it's that little guy. This is Tango, and he is Elmo's puppy dog. As you saw, there were buses on that shelf. We bought 3 of them, and they were filled with figures. So we paid about $0.25 a piece for these. This one sold for $29.95. And my dad stopped by to tell you that the slippers still have not sold. But on that same shelf, we did sell some vintage placemats. These are quilted, and the flowers, of course, caught my eye when I saw these at an estate sale. There's 6 of them in this bag, but they're double-sided. The other side's brown gingham, which got my heart because that's what my entire nursery was decorated in as a kid, that brown gingham. I paid $1 for the set of 6. They sold for $24.95. Now this next item's kind of a cool throwback to my childhood as well. That should have been the name of this video, Things from My Childhood. Who knows what this is? Looking at the container, can you tell? I'll give you one guess. Milk caps. That's right. These are actually Cherry Coke branded Pogs. In the little container, I remember having these when I was in elementary school or middle school. And there are 3 inside of here. And as you can see, they are branded with the Cherry Coke logo, but also Sega Saturn. It was some kind of promotional item between the game system, I think is what the Sega Saturn was, and Cherry Coke. Very cool little set here. Paid $1 at an estate sale. They sold for $24.95. And we had one last little item sell as we were packing, so we'll go ahead and add it into today's video. It is this vintage 5x7 wood wall plaque that says, "You're growing older when," and I kind of want to add to that list, when the items from your childhood are now considered vintage and you're selling them as such. But this is a fun little novelty piece from the western part of Virginia, like a little tourist item you'd pick up from a souvenir shop along the way. Funny little things here. I only paid $1 for it at an estate sale. It sold for $11.01. So in total, we have $4.05 into all these items, which I think is great, and they sold for $112.02, which is 27 times our money and a nice light packing day, which is good. That way I can start tackling that death pile. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you soon with another video of what's sold.